Ghostface, the patriotic murderer. Yeah, I realized the set's a little different. Today is October 31st, which would make it Halloween. So yeah, we're going to have a special Halloween episode. But over here to my right, as always, without a mask on because he doesn't feel like being in the spirit. No, I'm just kidding. I know he's not feeling the greatest. But we got Eerie, yes? So hard, my boy. Where's the energy, my boy?
Yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah. Alright, so, before we even get into the thick of what today's going to be about, let me transition over there.
All right, there's a more of a familiar voice there. I sound a little different and muffled because I got the mask on today, y'all. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, you know it's you got Ghostface Killer, aka the patriotic murderer, in the building with the globe of truth over here, Smithsonian. Anyway, yeah, man. So Halloween, happy Halloween to y'all from Timeless Talk to you guys. Furious, how before we get into the actual topic. Can you share with us, the audience, and myself, a memory of yours that you like, whether it's mischievous or just like a wholesome memory from this? I wouldn't call it a holiday, but this day growing up.
From Halloween, I just remember like trick or treating, shit like that. With
anything in particular that you were just kind of like, that was a good fucking year?
Nah,
no,
not really.
But yeah, I don't really have too many crazy memories myself, to be honest with you, man. It was just like hit or miss.
Right.
With it too, some years were whack, some years were fun. I think everybody gave a shit about was the candy anyway, right?
Pretty much.
But all right, guys, let's get into it. All right, so today's episode, the scariest locations on the planet Earth. Which ones you guys think? Maybe you've heard of this list, maybe you haven't. I sent it over to Furious. I was kind of getting his tidbits on everything. We're gonna get into it. We're gonna get his perspective on it. I'll give you guys mine. But apparently, according to this list that I did some research on, it says that the number one scariest place on Earth would have to be the Paris Catacombs. Now, I want to go ahead and jump into that first. I think, personally, with the Paris Catacombs, the idea of being lost in a labyrinth like that without having any way out, any way of at all of like salvation. Although I think now they're so popular that you have more people traveling down there to see shit, you know what I mean, to find it and see it and go and see how deep they can map it. You probably have a better chance of getting out of there than you would years ago, right? I'd imagine.
Maybe.
Maybe not, though, because you're right. You also run the risk of someone never running into you either.
That's true.
By the time we run out of air, that could be it.
It was a movie, too, based on that.
Yeah, As Above, So Below, or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, they added their little to it, you know what I mean, to make it a little more interesting, but
yeah.
No, but I agree, man. So what are your thoughts on the Paris Catacombs? Like, if you were in that situation, would you even ever venture down there? Would you even look at it? Would you check it out? Would you ever venture into it and go exploring like some people have done?
Personally, I wouldn't. Not there, just because it's underground and it's like there's a lot. It's just a really big area. It's easy to you might have, I don't know, cave-ins or some shit like that. It seems like it's I don't know. It's not the best idea.
It probably wouldn't be the wisest choice going down there, huh?
Yeah.
Even with a guide, would you attempt it with a guide, or would you be like, fuck that still?
Nah.
You wouldn't do it with a guide either.
There. Nah, that's just a large like cemetery too.
It is. That's basically what it is, bro. Because there was a time, I think, when they were throwing bodies in there, man. That's what they were doing. They were using it as just. Mm-hmm. Quote me if I'm wrong, guys, but I did a little bit of research, and what I was able to find is that supposedly in the days following a plague, they were running out of places to bury bodies, so they just started throwing them in the catacombs, man.
I can see that.
And originally, those catacombs were used as mines for like mine shafts and stuff, around that. So interesting shit, man. It's kind of crazy how it turned into what it is now. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But I guess it's pretty straightforward. Not really much else to say about that, really. The next place on the list. More catacombs. There's another set of catacombs in Capuchin. Man, I'm probably saying that shit wrong as hell. But they're located in Sicily, Italy. This catacomb was originally intended to be the final resting place of religious men. However, it became a status symbol for local citizens to be buried there after word spread of the natural mummification process.
That's pretty crazy.
Right? Nuts, right? So it's just another catacomb. I wouldn't go in there, like you said. I fucking get no business down there, bro. Like, big ass fucking graveyard, you know? And then this is kind of creepy. The Isle de las Muñecas. In Spanish, muñeca is a doll. So basically in English, the Island of the Dolls. Mm-hmm. So the Island of the Dolls is in Mexico. This island is covered with dolls that are said to be possessed by spirits of girls who died young. Why is that even a place? Why does that exist?
Because someone was starting a movement probably and got a little carried away.
What kind of fucking movement is that?
I don't know. Maybe didn't some girl go like missing or some shit, and that's why the guy like made it.
I think you might be right about that.
Like something about like,
to attract her to come back, right?
Something like that.
I swear, man, us human beings, bro, we really, really have a strange way of dealing with stuff like that in life. You ever think that too? Like, kind of like in a way of like, it's not really the most effective way to look for a human being in 2024. But then again, to be fair, this wasn't 2024. This was probably a long time ago, right?
Yeah, I think a lot of it though has to do with
what? Sorry.
A lot of it has to do with meaning. You know, it probably meant something to whoever made that, but you know, to us, it's just eerie.
It is eerie, but you're right. To them, it could have had a more of a, like you said, more significant meaning, right, or a reason behind it. All right, so the next place. Let's see here. The Stanley Hotel. It's in Colorado. This hotel is known for its association with Stephen King, who said it was the perfect setting for a ghost story. The hotel now offers ghost tours and has a resident psychic. I don't have much to say about this shit, bro.
Well, that one reminds me kind of, I don't know, have you ever watched the movie
1408?
Yeah.
It is kind of like that.
Kind of like that.
It's a good comparison.
And like the Cecil Hotel in LA. I guess there's a hotel that's haunted or some shit.
I heard about another one, not the Cecil. I think it was the Hollywood Hotel.
Really? Oh, shit.
I think that was the original one, the Hollywood Hotel, or man, I'm probably fucking it up. There's I forgot. It has a really old sign. Mm-hmm. I think it's pink or it might be red. You know what I'm talking about? I know you've seen it. We've all seen it before.
Maybe.
It's in downtown. Yeah. Well, there's one in LA. So that also reminds me of 1408, bro. It's crazy.
I'll say an interesting thing about it is that it says that it's known for its association with Stephen King, which leads me to assume that it never had like a haunting type of element to it. It's just that Stephen King thought it would look good for his film or his book. So, you know what I'm saying? It was more like lore from the book made it popular. It's not like the place is actually haunted hotel.
That's true. So it might not even really be.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it would be different if it already had something to it, and then he just chose to base his story off that.
No, I agree.
But it sounds like it's from his story that's why it's famous. You know,
makes sense. No, you're right, and that's probably where he got some inspiration if he actually stayed there. Right? It sounds like he stayed there too.
Is that where he had the Shining? Is that where he put that?
I think so.
Is that where that film was taken?
I think. Well, actually, it doesn't. From what I was able to find, it doesn't say that The Shining was filmed there. But I know
Shining
that
is I think it is in the hotel.
No, it is. No, it is. I don't know if it was filmed in that particular location. You see what I'm saying?
Probably was.
You think so?
If it's Stephen King,
let's look up right now and see. Says here. Timberland Lodge. But it was filmed in several locations, though, actually. Oh, never mind. More than one. L Street Studios, somewhere in England. Literally says somewhere in England.
No, but I mean, like, what was the hotel the story? The hotel in the story.
Okay, never mind. You're right. The Stanley Hotel. Yeah. In the Estes Park, Colorado. Inspired the novel. Yeah. So it was big. Okay, so they didn't film it there. Which I would have thought would have been pretty dope for them to film it there because that was what inspired them, you know? Yeah. You would think they would have shot some scenes there. But no, it says it wasn't shot in Colorado. It was shot in England, although that hotel was the inspiration for The Shining. Mm-hmm. But it was filmed in Timberland Lodge, which makes sense. Timberland sounds like it would be somewhere cold. Mm-hmm. You know, it fucking snows in that movie. So, Timberland Lodge, L Street Studios in England. What's crazy about that too, bro, honestly... real quick, The Shining. I remember one of the scenes being the most eerie to me is when he was like limping. He was chasing. Who was he chasing through the snow? That fucking maze that's outside the hotel.
That was weird.
It was right. Like, what was it? Why are you guys outside? I don't understand. I know she's trying to run from him, but why did that exist? Is that like maybe a attraction or
how are they like snowed in so much?
You saw that shit? Like they were up to their fucking knees.
Mountains and shit.
They were up to their knees in that shit. There was mountains of it. I thought that was pretty funny too. I was like, man, why is this like this? Like, was this the setting that he was going for? I love it. This is it, guys. It's the shot. I'm not gonna be ruined at all. One take. Mm-hmm. Run through the fucking maze of snow. It's perfect. No one's gonna be confused at all. Not for real. Fucking random lights and shit in the trees and from the ground. Remember that shit? The way it was lit up was eerie too, man. Okay, so you have anything else you want to add to that? We're moving on to the next one.
Stanley Hotel. Nah, I think that's it with that.
Okay. The next thing on our list is another hotel. Hotel Kurrajong. In Canberra, Australia, this hotel is said to be haunted by the ghost of former Prime Minister Ben Chifley, who died in his bedroom in 1951. Again, also giving off 1408 vibes, along with weird. Some of the, right? It's kind of strange. I think it's a little...
Prime Minister, why? Why the Prime Minister?
I don't know, man. He stayed at the hotel.
That's just, I don't know. I've always just wondered, like, when all that shit starts, you know, like the paranormal stuff.
Yeah.
Was it already there, or did people just, I don't know, create something? Just because he died, is that why they're saying that, or are there things happening?
Okay, yeah, see, okay, so
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, I see what you're saying. You know what? Maybe he was into some dark shit, bro. He might have been into some things that we don't know about. That they have a hunch on it. Maybe he has a reputation, or maybe they just want to be like you said. Because you're right. If a random person dies there that is religious or not, doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be haunted after.
Right.
So I see where you're going with that. Did something else significant happen? I don't know. I mean, could have been the case, right?
Yeah, that's true. Honestly, I think the last one's probably the scariest place in the world.
You think so?
Hell yeah.
You think it tops all of them?
Actually,
I agree with you. It's pretty bad, actually.
In the fucking ocean.
The fucking Mariana Trench.
Yeah,
sheesh, I agree, dude. Located in the North Pacific Ocean, this is the deepest known trench in the world. It's home to creatures like dragonfish, goblin sharks, and zombie worms. So you can only imagine. We haven't even. That's just going off of what
that we found already,
right? That we've actually been able. So my thing is, as deep as that shit is,
there's gotta be something bigger,
right? And it's probably deeper than where the Titanic is currently laying on the ocean floor, right? So there's definitely more unknown creatures living down there, but not just that. There's also some shit that's just.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then we can't even get a sub that can go deep enough to really investigate, right?
I'm pretty sure that they could, but there's probably just too many factors.
Not man-made, though.
What do you mean?
Like, not a man-made, not a man... Sorry, well, let me say it again.
You mean a man-made sub?
Man, yes, I mean...
Okay.
Sorry. Oh, wow. Oh, bro, fucking out of it today, man. Son of a bitch. No, but... I meant like a man-driven sub. So man-made...
Oh, you mean like a drone sub?
Yeah, like a drone sub. I think that could make it down there, but a manned, like a person in it sub, not so much.
No, I think a man... I mean, they've gone down to the Titanic, I think.
No, they have. They have, but that's even risky. Going to that depth is risky. So what I'm getting at is, if just to get to the Titanic is dangerous and not really the safest thing to do still, even with today's technology, you know, see where I'm going with this? Going to the Mariana Trench is probably more fucking risky.
You'll get fucking like sucked in that shit.
You know who did that shit? Because he's crazy as fuck? James Cameron.
I thought you were going to say fucking David Goggins.
Shit. I love it, bro. Hey, man, shout out to David Goggins, bro. He probably would do it, too. Crazy ass motherfucker probably would do that shit, man. David Goggins. That was a good guess. Because you know what? He is crazy as fuck. He might do that shit. No, but I know that James Cameron. He was so obsessed so obsessed with marine life. That's why he did movies like The Abyss. You know what I mean? Like he was very obsessed with the ocean, man. So I think that when he had that new love found for Titanic after he filmed that movie,
fucking Avatar,
fucking The Way of the Water. He was obsessed with the water, bro.
He made his own fucking language with him too. That's crazy.
He's a crazy filmmaker, man. I give him that. He's definitely got some bangers, and some of the shit he made is kind of weird. But I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm not the biggest fan of Avatar, bro. I'm not the biggest fan of Avatar.
Oh man, it's all good. It's not for everybody.
It's not for me.
It's not for everybody.
It's not terrible. I don't know, man. It's not a go-to for me, man. It's cool and shit, whatever, but it's not.
I like the spirituality concept of it. I thought that was dope. Like that, how they're connected to the planet, biologically.
Well, then maybe I should give it another chance then, because it has been a long ass time since I watched it.
You gotta have to watch 1 and 2, or just one. Actually, honestly, one explains the mind to planet connection better.
So what purpose is 2? What purpose is 2 do?
2 is just the continuation of the conflict.
Okay, and they're having a conflict with humans, right?
Yeah, I mean, and the conflict spreads to other tribes on the planet. But that's pretty much the gist of it.
Those creatures are kind of cool. The ones they ride in the water.
Yeah,
that's pretty dope.
No, yeah. So in that movie, I know we're kind of veering off, but in that movie, all the creatures, or most of the creatures, they can bond with the humans.
Oh, what the fuck!
Through the little ponytails, they have little tendrils. That's connected to their brain, and then they hook in, and they can
communicate.
They can command the animal.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro.
It's like a Wi-Fi type of thing. You know what I mean?
I have to look into that. Why might you watch it after all?
My bad. Bluetooth.
Bluetooth. Kind of like my phone to the fucking roadcaster,
you know
right?
What I'm saying? Kind of like that.
Yeah, man. That's cool. It's interesting, bro. All right, man. So the Mariana Trench. So you could literally make an episode based off of the wonder of that shit alone, right? The Mariana Trench is a scary ass place. Few have actually gone there and seen it with their own 2 eyes and come back.
But the thing is, how deep have whoever's tried to research it gone?
I mean,
what was the deepest depth?
Cameron, I don't think he was there long. I think he went down there and touched the bottom and came back up.
The Mariana Trench?
Yeah.
The Mariana Trench or the
Mariana Trench,
or where the Titanic's at?
He went to both.
Hold on, we're gonna have to
fact check me, bro.
Yeah, we're gonna have to look that up.
Fact check me, bro. You don't believe me? Look that shit up, then, dog. What's up? I'm Ghostface. I don't lie about shit like that.
I ain't saying you're lying. I'm just saying.
Call me a liar? I'm just kidding. Nah, for real though. From what I researched and what I found is that he went to both supposedly, man. Went to the Mariana Trench, but he went to Titanic. He went to the Titanic first, and then I think he went to the Mariana Trench after the fact. So he was basically pushing just life in general, just pushing his life expectancy, man. Because that shit could have gone wrong, could have imploded. Shout out to Ocean Gate, rest in peace to those lives that were lost there, unfortunately. But their sub was obviously made shittily. I'm going to say that word. It's not a word, but making it a word today. Made in a very shittily fashion. Sad. But you know what? This is on the topic because we're talking about the Mariana Trench, so it's all good. And that being what me and Furious actually agree on is probably the scariest place on Earth, with the Paris Catacombs being a close second, in my opinion. Then there's Dudley Town, Connecticut, which is said to be a very haunted former town or city. There's a lot of shit that's up and down. It's kind of crazy. It's all over the place.
Okay, so yeah, he did go down there.
I told you.
But they only reached the deepest known part of it.
See.
Or the deepest unknown.
So he never touched the floor. I heard he touched the floor.
It says, Don Walsh reached the deepest known part of the ocean in 1960, and then helped James Cameron reach the same place in 2012. But no one's walked the floor, though.
Of course not. We don't know fucking... You can't walk physically on that. The pressure would crush you.
I know, but people walked on the surface of the moon, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's different, though.
How so?
The vacuum of space doesn't have the same pressure as the ocean.
How so? It's pretty big. It's got a lot of pressure out there.
Think so?
Shit, who knows, bro? They say that the ocean is like space. Space must be like the ocean, right?
You think so? I don't know, man, because I feel like the laws of physics are, I mean, then again, I don't know. Don't take this with a grain of salt. I heard that the vacuum of space is different than the pressure of the ocean. They're not the same thing. You know, from what I understand. Could be wrong with that, but at least that's what I've been told.
I'm pretty sure the space and the ocean are opposite, essentially. So there's nearly zero pressure in space. And then, obviously, the ocean, there's a lot of pressure. So, yeah. So there's a lack of pressure.
Oh, shit.
There's a lack of pressure in space.
So lack of pressure. Okay, so the lack of pressure. That's my point. Lack of pressure, bro. So then you wouldn't get crushed. That's why you could walk on the moon, because there's no pressure.
Yeah, but if you get a little freaking crack in your helmet, you're fucking done.
But from what though?
Shit, who fucking knows?
See, but you're not gonna get crushed.
Shit, you can run out of oxygen just the same.
Yeah, you'll probably. I imagine. Okay, so
both situations are fucking extreme.
No, I agree. I'm not saying no. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying
safer.
I'm not saying one's better than the other. I'm just saying that I think
one you have to go 1,000,000 miles, or one you only have to go like 5 miles.
True, but 5 miles, you got all the pressure of the water. Think about all the weight of the water's on top of you. Yeah. So I feel like that'd be a lot harder to walk on that fucking surface, meaning the floor of the ocean.
Yeah, walking on that surface.
It's way harder than walking on light.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
However, when it comes to the magnitude of both trips, they're fucking equal.
The unknown.
Cause you're going 1,000,000 miles to the moon, or however many miles to the moon. You can run out of gas, your shit can explode, and then you're fucking stuck out there.
Then you're fucked.
But you can walk on the, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you know, you can walk on the moon for about an hour till your air runs out.
Just maybe if you're lucky, around that, give or take. You probably get an hour out of it, maybe. Shit. So hey, those that was my list. I was wondering if you had anything to add to it as far as your own list goes for scariest places on the earth. Like we could talk about Deadly Town, but Deadly Town, I don't want to bore these people. I couldn't find any. Like, yeah, there's supposedly demonic possessions and demonic. Not even that. They said there's demonic apparitions or like the vibrations of demonic presence supposedly in these woods.
Where
it's illegal to go there too. The Deadly Town, Connecticut.
Oh, yeah. So shit. What about like Suicide Forest or something like that?
Okay, that's in Japan, right?
I believe so.
The one that you talking about Suicide Forest? Yeah, that's the one that.
Am I really sick or not?
You got me sick, bro.
Hell no, fool! You've been sick for way before me.
Oh no, I'm sorry, bro. I'm gonna cut that out.
I got it from you.
You got that shit from me, huh?
Shit.
Oh, sorry, man. Ghostface ain't holding the cough back like I thought it would, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. All right, man. Fuck this shit. That's on me, man. Oh, shit. My bad, dog. Girl, get through it.
Oh. There's a place called Snake Island.
Snake Island.
In Brazil.
What was the one you listed before that? I don't want to get past the
Suicide Forest.
That's right. Okay, so that's the place, Suicide. Before we hop into the next one you just said, Suicide Forest is the place that Logan Paul, you know the guy that everybody loves? Yeah, right. The guy that seriously fucking plays himself. Where is it? You know, the guy that has prime and loves everybody. Everybody loves him. Yeah, right. Logan Paul famously filmed a dead person hanging in that forest that had just committed suicide. And they said he still was dangling there like he was fresh. It's sad. I think the Suicide Forest probably has some shit tied to it. I wouldn't doubt it. I know it's in Japan. I don't know exactly what city. If you go there, you're probably going to run into what he ran into. Why would you film it? I don't know. But why do people go to that spot to do it? You ever wonder that? That's my question with that place. Why go there? Because it's notorious for
that? Yeah.
Well, I mean...
I think it's just people just have a fascination with, like, dark shit.
Oh my, probably right, but my whole question with that though is like, why choose that particular forest? I really want to dive in there and find out why.
It probably got some ancient type of thing to it, maybe. You
think so?
It was probably like that for longer than it's been known. Who knows?
Maybe.
Maybe many people like died in that forest, or I don't know. Who fucking knows? I mean,
there's got to be a reason. There's got to be significance to why, right?
No, that doesn't have to be.
You don't think so?
It doesn't have to be. I mean, it could just be that someone just started, whoever started and whoever kept it going, it became a trend. Now that's where people go to go do that shit. I'm pretty sure there's people that probably flown in there from different countries just to do that shit.
You're right. Can you hold that thought for a second? Because I want to throw the audience, and I want to throw everybody a curveball right now. I want to call B Money. He's a big Halloween guy. Get him on the phone real quick and ask him where he thinks the scariest place on earth is. You cool if I do that?
Yeah.
Real quick? I'm gonna see if he answers me. But go ahead. You were saying though. What about what was the next one you had on your list? You said it was Snake Island, right?
Yeah. Basically, it got the name because it has a high density of snakes, golden lancehead vipers, and
that sounds scary. Golden lancehead.
Yeah, it said studies report an average of 1 to 5 snakes per square meter. God damn.
Oh shit.
And it says, so basically, what happened, how it became like that is when sea levels rose, thousands of years ago, it separated the island from the mainland in Brazil, and the isolated snakes became hyper evolved to adapt to the changing environment. So,
hell no. So
check this. It says this: without any ground level prey on the island, the snakes learned to hunt in the treetops and strike at birds from the air. And it says this: because they couldn't track down the birds and wait for the poison to kick in, their venom adapted to become 5 times stronger, capable of killing their prey instantly, as well as melting human flesh.
And they hunt from the trees.
Yep.
That's fucking terrifying, bro.
It says because of their potency, the Brazilian government bans the public from ever setting foot on the island. As if you would want to.
Yeah, why would you want to go there?
Yeah. But I remember seeing like a video on it, and there was snakes everywhere in the video. Like there was like, it's like
someone actually went there and recorded it?
So one of those either documentary or like type shows. You know what I'm saying? But like you like see like a glimpse of it, and it's like there are snakes everywhere.
They're crazy, bro. Fuck that.
Nah, yeah. So
hell no, I'm good. Fuck Snake Island, bro. I don't. You know what, man?
There's also the island on the south of India where it has those,
Komodo.
It has the freaking cannibals.
Oh yeah,
that shit. That's some scary.
That's
shit
a crazy one too. Or did you hear about the Komodo Dragon Island? What's with these islands, bro?
Island or is it?
No, it's an island.
I thought they were on like regular land.
No.
Too. Oh
hell no. Well, you know what? That's not true. That. They are, but they're not. They're not as what's the word? They're not as I think this is in South America too, where this exists. They're not as prominent in the wild in the mainland. They've all been killed. You know why? Because they fucking eat people, bro. Komodo dragons, they don't fuck around. You know that, right? They'll kill and eat people, eat children.
Yeah, the big lizards, bro.
Big ass fucking lizard, bro. Come eat your ass and shit, man. They'll tear you apart too.
Oh yeah, while you're awake.
But this particular island flourished with them. They have a bunch of them that just
I think I'll be more scared on the island with the fucking cannibals than Komodos.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Komodos climb trees too, bro.
No, they do climb trees, but I'm saying like with people, bro, it's like, bro, you're fucked, bro.
Yeah,
with a cannibalistic like society that's looking at you as food.
Oh yeah, you're fucked. They probably eat each other too when they get out of line.
Probably.
It's like a punishment or something, man. It gets dark. Yeah, that's fucking nasty, bro. Wow.
Unless they're all vegans and shit. But when people come, they fucking eat them.
The world's a disturbing place sometimes, man. I don't know, bro. I feel like some of these places are really depressing, but then again, it's a good eye opener to know these places exist, man. Because if you didn't know they exist, you wouldn't know to avoid them, right? Yeah,
let's say this, right? Let's say that you're taking a plane. Let's say you're flying in a plane, right?
You crash land there,
like over the country, and you not crash land there, but like in the ocean, and you drift off there. And you're looking for fucking land, and let's say they're in the ocean, right? You're fucking like after the crash, you notice like sharks and shit circling the water, right? And then they're fucking chasing you, and you have a raft, right? And they're circling you, and you find your way to that island to get away from the sharks.
Fuck.
Only to fucking be faced with cannibals.
Congratulations, you played yourself
without even realizing it.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's terrible. You know what are you gonna do with this, man?
It's fucked up.
To answer your question, bro, I'd probably just pray at that point. What are you gonna do?
Me?
What would you do? Honestly, I'm like, well,
I have to fucking,
because we're gonna go. Okay, so now, well, let me ask you this: did you have knowledge of where you floated to? Like you saw people, you're like, oh, fuck,
you know
this
the
place?
area that you're in. You know the area,
but do you know of this island existing, or do you not have any knowledge of it? Because you don't have any knowledge of it, you're fucked. You're like, oh, people, yes, and you flag them down.
No, yeah, but you know that the island exists, right? But you don't think that you're right there.
Oh shit! I'd be paranoid as fuck, bro.
That's not telling you like where you are when you're going down. You know,
that's fair. But think about this: you're gonna know these motherfuckers are off because they don't really have clothes like you or me.
But yeah,
as soon as you see someone dressed as if they were in a pocket on the set of Apocalypto, you know what I'm saying? Then you know something's up, bro. These people are primitive. They eat people. You know what I'm saying? For sure. If that happens, bro, I'm gonna be like, well, I hope these people, because in my mind, I'm thinking if I'm drifting by the island, I must be close to these people. They can't be too far off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's a little creepy, a little scary, bro, if you ask me. But what I was going to say to you was, I think in that case, what do you do? My final question for you is, if you end up in that scenario, right, you end up on that island, what do you do then? How do you survive that situation? Do you fight these people? Because you can't communicate with them. You don't know what the fuck their language is. What do you do?
Shit.
That's a good question, huh?
You gotta find a way to fucking...
How are you going to survive that? What are you going to offer them? I offer you coconuts and water.
You gotta find a way to take out the leader in front of them so that they can accept you as alpha.
Yeah, my boy said, I'm taking over this fucking tribe, homie. You got to find a way to challenge him. I don't know. How do you do that, though, if you can't speak the native language? Like, how do you let them know, hey, don't eat me just yet, motherfucker. I feel like I can really run you guys. Better than that asshole over there on the fucking stand over there. Whatever was he sitting on, his throne made out of bamboo? I'll take that motherfucker out. Let's go.
You'd have to, like, I mean, like, if you like had your like cell phone on you, you'd have to like play some music, right? Or like, show them a movie, show them a scary movie scene, you know, in the phone, and be like, whoo, you know? You know what I mean?
Well, you know what, man? No shade on Ghostface here, but I definitely wouldn't show him. I wouldn't show him Scream. Motherfucker's a klutz. He running into shit, falling over, getting his ass beat. Yeah,
they'll just look at you like this, like.
They're like. If I showed up with this fucking mask on, they'd probably laugh at me more than anything else. No, I'm just kidding. I can't keep shitting on a horror icon like that. That's fucked up.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, man. I'm gonna throw you guys a quick curveball. Okay, I'm gonna throw you guys a quick curveball. So before you do you have your stuff before you continue your list, Furious? I do want to get B Money on the phone. He's a big Halloween guy. You guys know from the past, the people that have watched the episode from the past know that this man has always contributed, especially to this time of the year. It's one of his favorite times of the year. So if you don't mind, I'm going to phone him in real quick and see what he thinks the scariest place on earth is. Is that cool with you? Mm-hmm. All right, guys, let's call B Money right now and see what he thinks. Bombard my amigo and see if he's down to give us his 2 cents on the matter. This is the first phone guest of season 5, y'all. All right, that's cool. Let's do this. Let's make it happen, man.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, what's up, B Money? Welcome to the Timeless Talk podcast, brother. You know you've been here before, but hey, you're our first phone guest of season 5, sir.
All right.
Yeah, man, we're happy to have you here with us, brother. You got some time?
Oh yeah, what's going on?
All right, cool, brother. All right, man, just got a quick question for you. We're currently recording the Halloween episode. I'm sorry if my voice sounds a little funny. I got a ghost face mask on right now to be in the spirit. You know what I'm saying?
I was just gonna say, you sound like you're talking through a mask right now.
You can tell, right? It's pretty obvious. Yeah, I'm trying to beat my record from last time when you were on set. Remember, I wore that mask the whole time.
You did. You did.
Yeah, I powered through, right? I will say, at least this ghost face mask has a little better ventilation than that other mask, man. But you know, it is what it is. It kind of muffles my voice, but it's cool. I think it adds to the ambiance. It's all good. But anyway, I was going to tell you, man, so this is the Halloween episode, right, that we're currently shooting. I wanted to have your 2 cents since you're not here with us in 3D. I wanted to give you a phone you in, man, real quick to the show to see what your take was on the scariest place on Earth. What would you say it is?
Scariest place on Earth.
Yeah, where do you think that is and why?
I want to say... Scariest place on Earth. It's a tie between Japan and Mexico.
Okay.
Japan has a small town. I think it's called Nagaro. And in that tiny town is life-size dolls that outnumber the real village 10-1.
Oh, what the hell?
So you can walk around the village and there's like actual doppelganger dolls just in different poses, waiting for a bus, serving coffee, etc.
Yeah, that's a little weird that they would allow that in their society, man. That's kind of fucking creepy.
Yeah, and then no one. I can't really.
You know where
go
my
into
manners
why.
at? I'm sorry, where are my manners at? Furious is also here with us, man. Say what's up to him, Furious.
What's going on, Furious?
What up, man?
Yeah, my bad, brother. My co-host is here too. But yeah, man, that's creepy. So dolls all over the city, huh? And you said you
life size.
Life size. So they're the size of humans too. So if you go there to visit, you're probably gonna be weirded the fuck out. Like this is the House of Wax, but on crack. You know, House of Wax had a small town like that too, but at least they were all inside a building. They weren't out there doing programs.
Yeah, and then but they're all doing, like real jobs and poses, which makes it like just that much more odd.
Yeah, that is odd. I'd say that's
then the other one would be Mexico. They have a little island called Doll Island. You ever heard of that one?
Yeah, actually, we actually covered that one a little earlier in the episode. Yeah, we talked about Doll Island.
Yeah.
So is that even adjacent to that city at all? Is it nearby, or is it just? I know it's in the same country, right?
I want to say it's like a tiny island off Mexico.
Oh,
the other one was
you're
Japan.
Right. Right. I'm tripping. That's right. That one is in Mexico. You're right. That's crazy.
Like you got to take a ferry to it or something, or a boat.
So I've heard. Yeah, that one's creepy too. What's the one in Mexico that you mentioned though? Is that close? Is that close to the Island of Dolls?
No. So the one is in Japan, and the other one's in Mexico.
No, I know, but the one in Mexico is that also that you're mentioning the Island of Dolls then?
Yeah, that was the second one.
Damn, you know what, man? You know what's crazy? We covered the choice you made for Mexico. We didn't cover the one in Japan. I had no idea that life-size ones existed. That's wild, man.
What about the entrance to hell?
Where is that?
Turkmenistan.
Oh, you've heard of that one before?
Yeah, Turkmenistan.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's a 250-foot wide open hole that's on fire, and they don't know how deep it goes or why it's on fire.
Oh,
and it won't stop. It's still burning to this day.
Bro, I heard about that. Is it true that if you get close enough, you can hear people's screams?
I want to say a lot of it's just thermodynamics, the heat releasing and making weird noises, but who knows?
Right. That's it. You could try to find a scientific way to explain it, and then you could try to find a supernatural way of explaining it. Crazy how that works, right? Man.
Oh yeah, I'm a horror fan, but I'm a man of science first.
Of course. You're not just gonna put it based on that alone. I hear you, man. For sure. Real quick though, off topic, I wanted to ask you, man, did you get a chance to watch Terrifier 3?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Gnarly, right? What'd you think?
I want to say the bedroom scene in 2 still outdoes the shower scene in 3. The shower scene in 3 though is gnarly.
Yeah, I agree. If people were arguing that was not as bad, but no, I agree with you 100%, bro. I think that
because with 3 and with the shower scene, like they die. It's terrible. It's gory. It's everything you want in an Art the Clown film. But in 2, when the mom comes in for like the 3rd time, when you see this poor girl, she's still alive. Is what makes it worse.
Yeah, and he's still having a blast with it too. Fucking disturbing, man. I agree. Crazy shit, man. But yeah, not to get too far off the topic though. We'll quick rolling it back. Would you visit this place?
Absolutely.
Oh, that's crazy, man. Which one? Both, or would you go to the one in Japan?
Oh yeah, I'd go to both. I'm a big horror fan, but I don't believe in the paranormal like that though. I want to. I
hear you. It's not really there for you. I get it. That makes sense.
Yeah, but it'd be really creepy, really fun. I would do it at night or whatever it takes to. But yeah, I would love to join that place.
That would be kind of gnarly, honestly, thinking about it that way. When you put it that way, it's just the idea of it is like, man, I think just being there at night would be hella creepy. When everybody's asleep, like you go outside at 3 a.m. just to walk around, that'd be fucked up, man.
Oh yeah,
that's probably when it has its biggest effect, right? I would imagine. But Furious, what do you think, man? What are your thoughts on B Money's selection of that little town in Japan that has a life size dolls in both? So what do you think, B Money? Do you think it was like that? You said, what do you guys both think? One at a time, Furious and B Money. What do you guys think the whole reasoning for that was? Like the town must have had a reason for doing that, right? I mean, why would you set up these dolls and put them all over town? Is it supposed to be an artistic take, or was it meant to be creepy? Was there? You guys think there was a motive behind it, or do you think that we're taking it all wrong and this person was like, well, no, I did it with an artistic idea in mind the whole time? I don't know. What's your guys' take on it? Go ahead, B Money. You first.
I want to say to do a life-size doll where they outnumber 10-1, like the real villagers. It's not like an artistic thing. I want to say it's more of a maybe like they made one for like a dead relative, and they this is his favorite spot, so on and so forth. They can kind of do like a remembrance of dead family members that passed on, and
Yeah, so it could have very, very, very much so just been a very heartfelt, wholesome attempt, right? It didn't necessarily have to be something sinister, how we're kind of necessarily.
Yeah, and then other people, outsiders, look at it like, holy shit, a life-size doll.
Yeah. I mean, that's true. So I don't know. What do you think though? Curious.
I mean, I think it could be like what the town's known for. You know how like some towns are known for like oil or silver or whatever. Like I think
something different.
The town is known for. They're just known for for like doll making. But there's so many that it just adds a more eerie vibe. Because it's just kind of a strange thing. Just like if you went to a town and you saw nothing but freaking cloth or some shit.
Fuck,
that's all they make. You know what I'm saying? Just something.
Yeah.
That's gnarly. I agree. That's kind of crazy because you're like, whoa. Hey man, I appreciate your intake on this, your input and your time, B Money. I don't want to take too much of your time up though, man. I just wanted to get your 2 cents on the matter.
Oh yeah, appreciate it. I'm a big horror fan.
Absolutely, you were the first one that came to mind, man. I was like, I couldn't think of anybody better to phone in for this than you, man. So again, I appreciate your time, and hey, we look forward to having you come back on the show soon, man.
Oh yeah, I was hoping to go to the Halloween one, but all right.
He's like, I didn't get a fucking invite, man. You know what, bro? I was thinking that shit. I was like, and that's kind of why I was like troubled. I'm giving you a call right now. I was like, I probably should have hit him up before we even did this, man. It was a crazy month for us, man. I'm sorry. I should have reached out though.
Oh no, I'm sure a lot's going on with everybody, but we'll definitely have to plan something. There's a lot of juicy stuff in the news, so we're not going to be low on topics.
No. And I'm sure you have plenty to talk about, man. Shit, maybe we'll get you on next week if you're down, man.
Yeah, we'll plan something for sure.
All right, sounds good. We'll do that then, sir.
All right,
brother. With that being said, man, hey, we'll see you soon. We'll be in contact about that next episode, and it'll be fun, man. I'll talk to you then.
All right, later.
All right.
All right, man.
All right, so that was B Money. It was cool that he came in here and gave us his little 2 cents on the scariest place on earth.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, guys, that was B Money giving us his little 2 cents on the scariest place on earth. Thanks again for that, B Money. Matter of fact, let's give him a round of applause, man. Appreciate you doing that. Nice having him on the show. Not in 3D, but we had him on the show regardless. But anyway, with that being said, man, we're gonna go ahead and wrap things up. Go ahead and put a nice little bow on this episode. But Furious, just a little quick, because you guys can enjoy your Halloween, man. We don't want to make it too long or too crazy or too drawn out. So wanted to give you guys something sweet and straight to the point. You know what I'm saying? Give you a little Halloween-esque vibe before y'all go to trick-or-treat with your families later and all that fun stuff that it brings.
Right.
What do you think, though, Furious? What are the final tidbits you have for our audience for this episode, man?
Try to learn about, the world around you.
Of course.
So you don't get caught with your guard down in one of these places. Like, like
you don't want to get caught with your pants down. I agree.
Like if you ever,
that's what you don't want.
Like if your plane ever goes down and you end up on Snake Island or some shit, you at least.
You heard it here first. Yeah, you at least have a heads up, right?
Yeah.
You got at least. But fuck, what do you do in that situation? You're fucked. You're around these snakes.
Because you got to think about it, too. There's more places that are not mapped, too.
That is true. You're right. That we don't even know about yet.
Yeah.
Probably dangers in the mainland that we don't even know about yet. There's probably creatures that crawl out of the ground that we don't know about yet. That might eat. You know what I'm saying? Right? That might bite you and you might get some medical condition and die from that shit and they don't even know what caused it. That's a scary thought.
Yeah.
But it's a true possibility. But I didn't mean to cut you off, sir. Is that all you had? Or I want to... Okay, cool. As far as I go, I'm going to go off kind of what Furious was saying there. And you guys, man, just get to know the world around you, your surroundings. It's important. You don't know what's out lurking out there. Sometimes for the betterment of you, sometimes for the worse of you. They look for vulnerable people, right?
Mm-hmm.
It could be a murderer. Shit, man. We probably rub shoulders with them all the time without even realizing it. Right?
It's possible.
I mean, what I'm getting at is that I think if you're not careful in life, it's good to be aware of your surroundings because a lot of the times we do things we're not paying attention to or they're familiar to us. So I think that our attention or our focus is not always there when it should be. Would you agree, Fears?
Yeah.
I think that sometimes we get so used to the norm being the norm, we don't really question things that are, that's in a movie. That would never happen in real life. You'd be surprised. So I guess what I'm getting at, I digress. The point I'm getting to is Always remain vigilant if you can. Always remain on point. Always remain alert and aware of your surroundings. If there's anything you get from what I just said, let it be that last part. Always remain aware of your surroundings. Cannot stress enough how important that is. But yeah, guys. All right. So this has been Timeless Talk. Thank you guys so much. Again, short, sweet episode before the next one comes. We just want to give you guys this quick little Halloween episode. Please subscribe, comment, like, all that great stuff, man. You know, hey, we're growing, finally starting to grow more. You know what? Show that Rumble profile some love, please. YouTube is growing, but man, we need some new views on Rumble. Rumble is really suffering the most right now. But I guess, that's to be expected. It's Rumble. I don't really use Rumble. You know what Rumble was before I started talking about it?
Yeah.
That boy's connected. You know what I'm saying? He knows. Yeah, man. So, all right, guys. Well, like I said, with that being said, this has been Timeless Talk. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you next week. Please subscribe, like, share us, and hey, continue to follow us. And thank you guys, Spotify listeners and Apple Podcasts in particular, for bringing us and waking up with us, because now it actually gives us a time frame when we're being listened to, and it's pretty cool to know you guys start your day with us. So God bless you guys. Thank you so much. Enjoy your day. Have a blessed one and happy Halloween.